It's the weekend here at Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Friday, December 8th, 2017. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. You know that moment when you walk into the gym feeling strong, and then you see some gorilla tossing around weights, and it completely deflates your ego? Well, don't you think it probably feels like that every time you walk into Oxygen Gym and see Big Ramy in action? Well, this week, a few new training videos that show the big man doing what he does best, destroying the weights, surfaced. All things considered, it turned out to be another fun year for Ramy and his team, especially after his huge win back at the Arnold Europe. At this point, we have yet to hear any official announcements, however, about what might be on the docket for 2018. But I know there are a whole lot of fans who would love to see Ramy and company make a surprise appearance at this year's Arnold Classic. As big and as scary as Ramy can be sometimes, I think even he would admit that there isn't another bodybuilder on the planet who's scarier in the gym than Akim Williams. Earlier this week, the Brooklyn Beast dropped another round of vintage training footage from a few of his recent gym outings. At this point in his offseason, Akim is already tipping the scales at more than 3 bills and sporting the best conditioning he's had at this weight. So as long as he stays focused on handling his business, he should be able to roll right into this year's contest prep without missing a beat. Like every time I turn around, I'm hearing someone new spouting off at the mouth about how important their post-show rebound is. But now that I see what super heavyweight monster Vinnie Missoni's been doing lately, well, it might be time for me to take off the earmuffs and start paying attention. This week we were able to get our hands on some new photos of the big man only weeks after taking on his first pro qualifier at the NPC Nationals, where he certainly held his own against a very solid group of athletes this year. According to my sources, Missoni is currently tipping the scales at a crazy-looking 296 pounds, and he isn't showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon. Even though he fell a little short of the hype we were hearing heading into the show, it's obvious that this kid's best days are still way ahead of him. And with another year off-season under his belt and some time to reevaluate his progress, I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be back next year, improved and ready for battle. We take a short break now for the RxMuscle REDCON1 supplement deal of the week. With the purchase of any supplement at RedCon1.com, you'll receive 33% off anything in the store. That's right, RedCon1 is giving you 33% off store-wide with the purchase of any supplement for 24 hours only. Make sure to use the coupon code AskDave at checkout to receive your 33% off. Right now, I think every men's physique fan is still in agreement that this year's Olympia was probably the most competitive event from top to bottom in the show's history. And next year is going to be a whole lot more interesting if Jeremy Potvin has anything to say about it. Coming off another all-star season that saw him bring home top 5 finishes at both the Arnold and Olympia, Phase 1 of Operation 2018 Takeover seems to be off to a good start. I've heard through the grapevine that Potvin and his team have plans to make some serious improvements over these next few months. For the majority of his career, Potvin's been someone who never shied away from the competition. But if he can manage to really dedicate a solid 3 or 4 months to doing nothing but making improvements, I think we could see a red-hot Jeremy Potvin come out and be ready to crush it by the time the New York Pro rolls around. Back in the day, the European bodybuilders always had a reputation for being some of the toughest guys out there. And even though most of that old guard is retired and on to bigger and better things, resident 212 powerhouse Votjka Koritensky is doing his part to keep the tradition alive. Earlier in the week, new photos surfaced of the third-year pro looking as thick and as nasty as ever. In each of his 4 contests this year, we saw the former amateur Olympia winner bring that throwback 1990s graininess with him every single time he showed up on stage. So if he can make some minor improvements to give his physique a more balanced look from front to back, he's someone who could easily steal a win or 2 in the right lineup at the right contest in 2018. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.